Good afternoon, Hobo Nation, and welcome to Sunburn City. It's the Hobo Wrestling Alliance HWA House Show Season 1, Episode 12, and we have a fantastic card in store for you folks today. But before I get to that, I'd have to make a couple of announcements concerning YouTube and the HWA. Now, I have had to make some adjustments and concessions in order to post the HWA content here on YouTube. So, for the house shows only, we will not be showing or playing musical entrances to each of the superstars, and that is to avoid any copyright infringement. We will be calling the match in its entirety with commentary by your very own sexy hobo right here in Sunburn City, and I'm looking forward to bringing you this great 4-match card, and we are going to start it off with the debut, the re-debut of the Hobo Wrestling Alliance legend, Beth Phoenix. That's right, the Glamazon herself here in the HWA taking on Mickie James in the first match of the day. And the second match is going to see another debuting superstar, Johnny Horrors. Johnny Horrors making his HWA debut here against the Eater of Worlds, Bray Wyatt. Can't wait to see this one go down. It's definitely going to be bizarre and it's probably going to be a little freaky too. And the match number 3, is a mountain of muscles versus a pile of muscles, and Ryback facing off with Scott Steiner. And we're going to finish it off. Our main event tonight is one doozy of a main event. We have the aerial assassin, Will Ospreay, teaming up with Kenny Omega to go against rivals, the Demon Finn Balor and the legend from Japan, Jushin Thunder Liger. What a show we got for you today, Hobo Nation. Let's keep it moving with the action. I wish I could play the music here because it's very cool, but I can't do that because I don't want to get yelled at by YouTube. Now, the Hobo Wrestling Alliance, I wanted to say thank you very much to everyone who participated last night in the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. It was a classic stream on Twitch. We stream live on Twitch. Lots of HWA action. Sunburn City Live is where you want to check out all the action if you're curious. And again, congratulations to the Hart Foundation. The Hart Foundation, Jim the Anvil Neidhart, Bret the Hitman Hart, taking down the Dusty Rhodes Classic Tag Team Tournament, defeating the Hardy Boys in the finals. And that was a match of the ages. And YouTube, if you are curious about how that entire tournament went down, we'll have that uploaded for you sometime later in the day, possibly the early evening. We will also load it into the HWA Season 1 playlist. Here we go, folks. We're going to kick it off with the Glamazon, Beth Phoenix, making her HWA debut, facing off against Mickie James. I forgot that hooker's name. This is the whole card right here. Sorry, this is not going to be a PG commentary. So just to let you all know, there is no PG commentary in Hobo Nation. Sunburn City Live is very NC-17, but we try to keep it as clean as possible when it comes to wrestling. And here's our full 4-match card, one-on-one, Beth Phoenix versus Mickie James. Then following that up, if you can possibly believe, there'll be a follow-up to that. Another debut here in the HWA, Jacob Horrors taking on the Eater of Worlds, Bray Wyatt, and Ryback facing his brother from another mother, the muscle-bound monster, Scott Steiner, Big Papa Pump, taking on the big monster Ryback one-on-one. And in tag team action to close out Hobo Nation's Hobo Wrestling Alliance House Show card, Season 1, Episode 12, will be the team of Finn the Demon Balor and Jushin Thunder Liger taking on the aerial assassin Will Ospreay and Kenny Omega. But enough talk, let's keep it moving.
We have a great match coming up next. Gonna settle the score.
Wow, when I saw the pack, Beth Phoenix is not a created character. I didn't download her from the Creator Studios. In fact, there is a DLC pack that contains Beth Phoenix, and I procured said pack because that pack also contained the Rock and Roll Express, and the Hardy Boys. And another little surprise for you YouTubers, I do not do any editing to my videos, so if you hear me do some nefarious shit on this stream, it will continue to be that way, because I think part of the fun of doing commentary is not fixing it when you drop an F-bomb or maybe say something inappropriate or do something naughty, unless you hurt somebody's feelings on purpose by accident, and I try not to hurt people's feelings on purpose by accident. But now here it is, the Glamazon, Beth Phoenix, Mickie James, one-on-one in the Hobo Wrestling Alliance House Show Season 1, Episode 12. And the match will be right underway, ringing the bell, and Mickie James, Beth Phoenix meeting for the first time, and James rocking Beth Phoenix. Welcome to the HWA with that giant flapjack. Mickie James not wasting any time, wanting to make an impression here. She is one of the top contenders to the HWA Women's World Championship, and she intends to keep it that way, but I'm sure Beth Phoenix will definitely have something to say about that, because she didn't come here to lay down for nobody. And a swinging neckbreaker by Mickie James on the debuting Glamazon, Beth Phoenix. Beth Phoenix looks in great shape, but Mickie James also looks in fantastic shape. And right now, Mickie James is the aggressor, and an Irish whip and a running elbow by Mickie James, and the Glamazon mounting a little bit of offense there, sweeping Mickie James off her feet. Now the Glamazon showing her power and dominance, but James showing that fighting spirit and getting out of that jackknife power bomb. Beth Phoenix now with an Irish whip and an elbow of herself, sending Mickie James hard to the canvas, and a hard kick, a thudding kick to the back. And right now in the HWA, our Women's World Championship was won in a stellar tournament, and the victor who came out of that tournament holding high the HWA Women's World Championship was none other than the hugger of huggers, Bayley. Everyone's favorite hugger, and she defeated Asuka in the finals of the HWA Women's World Championship tournament to become the first HWA Women's World Champion. And now Beth Phoenix, with that in mind, hits an elbow on the back of Mickie James' head, and Mickie James stopping the momentum with a fireman's carry and a blocked fist and a thudding forearm to the face of Mickie James, but that jawbreaker will definitely shift the action. And an enziguri kick from James, showing her athleticism. Y'all remember Mickie James had some kind of a rivalry back in the day with, I think she was obsessed with Trish Stratus. Ooh, and a hard lariat. What a lariat from the Glamazon, Beth Phoenix, climbing to that middle turnbuckle, and an elbow smash to the chest and thorax of Mickie James. And Mickie James in a bad way here, and another crunching elbow. I think she only got a piece of it on Mickie James, and now Phoenix bringing James up to her feet. Mickie James was in that women's tournament, and a shoulder tackle sending James off of the apron onto the floor. And Phoenix is definitely going to go after her. No, I thought she was going to change her mind, but she didn't. What's James going to do here? Phoenix ramming Mickie James into the steel steps. Great angle here by the great camera work here, and again, tossing Mickie James to the floor there is Beth Phoenix. Look at her triceps. Good Lord. I don't even have triceps like that, and I hit the gym 5 days a week for an hour. What am I doing wrong in my exercise routine? Big right hand there on Beth Phoenix, and the Glamazon with a clothesline dropping James to the floor. I'm not sure what count the ref is at while the action went back inside, so it doesn't matter anymore. Now Phoenix hitting that knee. Oh, what's Beth Phoenix doing here? He's got her, Mickie James, in some type of a torture rack. This looks like some type of a torture rack. Is James going to tap? Nope. Phoenix, oh, she breaks it up with an arm drag. An arm drag reversal by Mickie James, showing that athleticism, giving that wrestling prowess, and a hard snap suplex. A hard snap suplex by Mickie James on the Glamazon, and a nice heel kick. A nice standing heel kick by Mickie James, and Phoenix is rocked. And James going for it here. That tornado DDT. She planted the Glamazon with that DDT, and it's a 2. And, oh, Phoenix able to get the shoulders up. Phoenix not willing to go down with the big L on her debut match here in the HWA, the Hobo Wrestling Alliance, and a big splash off the second turnbuckle. Mickie James really taking it to Beth Phoenix here. And Phoenix halting that momentum built up by James with that fireman's carry, and James rolling down, trying to get away from the Glamazon. Now the Glamazon hoisting James up on the middle rope, and a kick to the midsection. Ooh, that would have rocked anyone's sternum. And Phoenix now looked like she's setting up for something. What is she setting up for here? And the Phoenix splash. The Phoenix splash on James. Is she going to get her here? Is it enough? And Beth Phoenix defeats Mickie James in her official first match here in the Hobo Wrestling Alliance. Beth Phoenix, the Glamazon, landing that killer face-first powerbomb on Mickie James, ending the match. What a great show here by Mickie James. And Beth Phoenix is definitely going to be a force to reckon with here in the HWA's women division. Bayley better hold on to that title while she can, with competitors like Beth Phoenix coming into the HWA and competitors already making a name for themselves like Mickie James. What can Bayley do but hug everybody? She's gonna hug everybody. Don't take my title, I just want to hug you. And here's that Phoenix splash there on Mickie James. And that's pretty much all she wrote. And there she is, your winner, ladies and gentlemen, the Glamazon herself, a debuting Beth Phoenix. Welcome to the Hobo Wrestling Alliance, Beth Phoenix. I gotta get her to tell me what her arm routine is, because man, those are some guns. That hooker has some guns. Look at them hooker guns. Beth Phoenix, can't wait to see you in more matches. The Glamazon herself. Beth Phoenix, wow. Mickie James, well, that contendership's going to change there. And Phoenix now, wow, I'm curious to see where she's going to debut in the power ratings for the week when we check them on Saturday night together live on Twitch. Twitch.tv/Sunburn City Live. Give us a follow, set your Twitch reminders, and catch all of the HWA action on Saturday Night Main Event Live, where we feature all the champions, crazy style of matches, full entrances, guest announcers, promos by downloaded characters. Great interactive universe on Saturday nights. Join us, YouTube. Come join us. This is the HWA House Show, Season 1, Episode 12. And the next match up, I'm actually going to be looking forward to this. It's another debut here for the Hobo Wrestling Alliance. A debuting Jacob Horrors versus the Eater of Worlds, Bray Wyatt. I'm curious to see how this is going to play out. They look like they definitely look like they go to the same barber, the same style of beard, possibly have the same tattoo artist, and possibly at least one parent may in fact be a cousin brother of the other. Because I got to tell you, they got a lot looking like each other here. But Jacob Horrors is said to be, well, one of the most vicious, violent characters in all of the Hobo Wrestling Alliance. In fact, he's had several altercations tonight on his debuting night here in the HWA. Backstage, who are you pissing off, Jacob Horrors? How can you be pissing off people in the locker room if it's your first day? And I hope one of those people wasn't Bray Wyatt, because there are no donuts left. And I'm sure that Bray Wyatt was back there looking for them. I'm going to tell him you ate them. Good luck. Let's keep it moving, folks. Alright, match starting underway. Nice tights, Jacob Horrors. And Wyatt not wasting any time. Jacob Horrors, in fact, did steal those donuts backstage, because Bray Wyatt is pissed and met him with a running lariat right off the front. Welcome to the HWA, Jacob Horrors, and a stunning knee, a stunning elbow Oh, and a backbreaker. A nice backbreaker into a side Russian leg sweep. Jacob Horrors now teaching the Eater of Worlds what he's all about and showing some strength there, picking the near 400-pound Wyatt up in a gut-wrench suplex. I'm sorry, near 300 pounds. He's probably like 330. And Jacob Horrors now a snap suplex on Bray Wyatt. Wyatt now may be a little shocked. I'm actually pretty shocked. Are you pretty shocked? I'm shocked. It looks like we should all eat donuts before matches, but a club in right hand pauses that momentum, and look at that. A DDT. Great athleticism. That go behind DDT by Bray Wyatt, showing why he is in fact the Eater of Worlds here in the HWA and the procurer of Krispy Kreme donuts. Wyatt now setting Horrors up. Don't know much about Horrors. Another running lariat by Bray Wyatt. But Bray Wyatt does have a heated rivalry here going with Baron Corbin, the Lone Wolf, and Jacob Horrors could be added to that list if this match goes any more hardcore than it is. And Horrors now sliding out and dropping a big back belly-to-back suplex there by Horrors, now really working on that left side of Bray Wyatt. You'll remember Bray Wyatt's shoulder was injured a few house shows ago while he did face Baron Corbin, the Lone Wolf, and he misses that knee. That elbow, that high-risk maneuver did not pay off for Jacob Horrors. And a great knee lift to the left boobie of Bray Wyatt. Donuts, huh? Nice knee drop to the back of the head. And Wyatt's stunned. Horrors going for a quick cover here, but not enough to take the Eater of Worlds down. Wyatt's no slouch. That whole situation with the Lone Wolf Baron Corbin was no accident. It came shortly before Corbin challenging J-Flies for the Hardcore Championship. Bray Wyatt wanted that opportunity, but he did in fact lose that match to Baron Corbin, and now he's in a bad way against the debuting Jacob Horrors, and Horrors now a little showboating. You know, guys, I'm not a fan of showboating because it always gets people's asses kicked. And Wyatt now to his feet, and that's what showboating gets you, a front face lock and an Irish whip. And they just kind of hit each other. What's happening here? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ooh, a big drop by Jacob Horrors. Is that it? Oh my gosh, what a move. I am thoroughly surprised that Bray Wyatt was able to kick out. That was just too big of a move. I gotta find out what that is before I can call it. So, wow, shocking. That's a really great tattoo Jacob Horrors has. And a rake to the eyes by Bray Wyatt. Really, really stopping the momentum, but only for a second. And Horrors coming back with a big forearm and an arm drag takedown by Bray Wyatt, showing a little bit of that wrestling finesse that the big man has. And now a vertical suplex, throwaway vertical suplex. And Wyatt now setting him up. He may be setting Jacob Horrors up here for the Sister Abigail. We'll see. And Jacob quickly rolls out of the way and a sit-down face-buster. A sit-down face-buster by Jacob Horrors. Stunning Bray Wyatt. A kick to the midsection. Going for that knee backbreaker. And another stomp to the back of the head of Bray Wyatt. Horrors knocked down. He just got slung down by Bray Wyatt. And Wyatt now just going for the old school chokes. The old school chokety chokes on the debuting Jacob Horrors. And now Wyatt really feeling the hype. But he's going for a pin here. I don't know what he was doing all that for. He should have just went for the pin. He might have won the match right there, you dopey donut-eating hooker. Now Jacobs with another sit-down face-buster on Bray Wyatt. That one did take the wind out of Bray Wyatt's sails. Let's see what Jacob's going to do. Climbing to the top rope here. The ref admonishing Jacobs. Jacob, a swanton bomb on Bray Wyatt. Will that be enough? Will that be enough to take out the Eater of Worlds? And it is. It is enough to keep the Eater of Worlds satiated for one more match. And the debuting Jacob Horrors adding a big victory to his his short list of no other victories here in the Hobo Wrestling Alliance. Well, I guess he could keep eating them donuts. That's a really cool move. I gotta find out what the name of that move is. I almost called it the Horror Show. I was gonna name it the Horror Show if Jacob did take out Bray Wyatt with that other suplex. And here you go with that backdrop backbreaker. And this Swanton Bomb here, fantastically executed by Jacob Horrors. And that was pretty much all she wrote for Bray Wyatt. And Bray Wyatt's going to continue his losing streak here in the HWA. And Horrors telling the ref to get the hell away from him. Freaking lunatic. I guess he just doesn't want people to touch him. I guess he's not a hugger. Not part of Hugger Nation, are you? Not part of Hugger Nation. Congratulations to the newly debuted Jacob Horrors. A great big win. An impressive showing here over the Eater of Worlds, Bray Wyatt. And Bray Wyatt still extending that losing streak. We'll see what the future holds for the Eater of Worlds. And next up, we have what I like to refer to these two guys as the brothers from another mother. All right, you got this big, giant muscle man Ryback here, and versus Big Papa Pump Scott Steiner. Man, I love the Steiner brothers. Back in the day, best tag team ever, but it's just Scott Steiner versus Ryback, the man with no neck. His face just pops out of his traps. That's pretty much how I feel about Ryback. Nah, he's cool. He's actually pretty hardcore. He was also in the hardcore tournament. These two guys were in the hardcore tournament. They didn't face each other because Scott Steiner won his match and Ryback lost his match against J-Flies in the first round of the hardcore tournament. Not too hardcore, are you? It's alright, Ryback. Everybody can't be hardcore. Scott Steiner was pretty hardcore. Scott Steiner actually made it to the semifinals and was defeated by Hardcore Joe Johnson, who advanced to the finals to lose the Hardcore Championship to J-Flies, the Falcon, the reigning HWA Hardcore Champion. And we're going to get this match underway. Muscle versus muscle. Brother from another mother versus brother from another mother. Hobo Wrestling Alliance keeping it moving. There you go. Both men, nice show of respect there. Workout buddies are Ryback and Steiner. This is why I think they're brothers from another mother is all I'm saying. Now they're going to go here, and it's going to be all power all day. And Ryback draping Steiner across the top rope, and Steiner just letting it happen like a dumbass. And Steiner now slingshotted to the ground. Ryback here showing a bit more aggression than Scott Steiner with that standing vertical suplex and a stomp. These two guys, like I mentioned before, great workout buddies, great friends in the back. I mean, they're practically the same size. Scott Steiner Irish whipped in an elbow smash by the big Ryback. And Ryback hitting Steiner in the face with those rights. No friendship there, and a DDT on Scott Steiner. It's like when that bell rang, something happened, and Ryback turned into a maniac. Steiner now. Oh, Ryback scooping up Scott Steiner in that fireman's carry position. And a Samoan driver. A big Samoan driver from Ryback. Will that be enough? 1, 2. Oh, Ryback almost taking Scott Steiner down in record time. That was platform 2 3/4. I'm sorry. It was platform 2 3/4 there, ref. You should have counted a little quicker. But Scott Steiner now hasn't mounted much offense here. Ryback tossing into the apron and shoulder tackling Scott Steiner to the floor, that hard floor. Ryback with a big left kick to the chest of Scott Steiner and a stomp to the face. Don't do too many stomps to the face, homie ain't so pretty. Oh, nice belly-to-belly suplex. And Steiner there pausing all the momentum of Ryback with one move out on the apron and now tossing Ryback to the floor, running up the ramp. And a diving senton by Scott Steiner. And these guys need to get back to the ring. They need to get back to the ring, or they're going to get counted out. We don't know what number they're up to right now because I don't have the number counter on because I'm a moron. And I didn't think all these guys would be running all around outside of the ring. But Scott Steiner taking it to Ryback, but Ryback running back to the ring because Ryback wants to win this in the ring. He's slid in there, broke the 10 count up, and immediately ran back out, meeting Scott Steiner with a lariat. Knocking Steiner down. That lariat would have nearly took his head off. Jesus. And Ryback, another clubbing forearm to the face of Scott Steiner. And now the referee, the count has been reset thanks to Ryback's quick thinking, but they're not going back into the ring. And a jumping leg drop by the big man. Ryback dominating Scott Steiner here. And again, showing that winning spirit, that determination, coming in there again to break up the count of the ref and calling for Steiner to come back into the ring. Steiner just barely beating a 7 count, and now a belly-to-back suplex from the middle turnbuckle. Scott Steiner on Ryback, and Ryback now writhing in pain, taking huge right hands, and a snapmare takedown from Scott Steiner. Nobody forget that Scott Steiner was an All-American in Michigan State, and he was an amateur wrestler, so he has a great big wrestling background, and that snap DDT really seems like it rocks Scott Steiner, and it's a 2 count, and a near fall. Another near fall by Ryback. Let me tell you folks, here in the HWA, Ryback defeating Scott Steiner would be a big push for the big man, and he could use a win. He's doing all right, but he's got a couple of losses under his belt that he shouldn't have lost some of those matches, but his showboating ways did cost him, and I think he may have learned here that reverse neck breaker on Scott Steiner. Ryback really seems focused in this match, and Steiner seems a little bit lethargic, a little bit tired. We have been traveling a lot here in the Hobo Nation house shows here. The HWA has been traveling all over the country the past couple of weeks, getting the word out about the HWA, and Ryback here scooping Steiner up with another fireman's carry, another Samoan driver. Another Samoan driver on Scott Steiner by Ryback, going for the cover here. 1, 2, oh, not enough. Not enough. And Ryback voicing his frustrations to the referee. That was a slow count. He's saying it was a slow count. And Steiner now able to muscle out of that head scissor. And going for a full Nelson power sit-down bomb. A full Nelson sit-down bomb, compressing the spine of Ryback. And Scott Steiner opening it up, finally showing some offense, coming to life here after practically getting his ass whooped the whole match. And a nice knee there by Steiner, but here we go, Ryback. I'm going to call you Ryback the Repeater. Okay, it's not a repetition. All right, great. A drape over the top rope. I was hoping he wasn't going to do another driver. 1, 2, and Steiner kicks out. That's not enough to put away Scott. Big Papa pumps Scott Steiner. And Ryback now a little bit frustrated. You can see the frustration in his movements. Working on the left side there, Scott Steiner with those elbow smashes and a swinging DDT. That swinging DDT just busted Scott Steiner wide open. Big Papa pump, Big Papa bleeding all over the place. And Ryback scooping Steiner up, but Steiner able to muscle out, and a face first slam into the mat, and Steiner now stretching Ryback on that camel clutch, stretching him, but Ryback showing his power, powering out of the move really quickly. Nice counter by Ryback. Those big muscles aren't just for show. And a scoop slam and a scoop backbreaker on Scott Steiner by Ryback. Ryback now poised to do something awesome, I'm hoping. We'll see. A fireman's carry. Uh-oh, it looks like he's going to go for that Samoan driver a 3rd time. And 3rd time might be the charm here for Ryback. He's going for the cover here on Steiner with that 3rd Samoa driver. And it's still not enough to put away Big Papa Pump. And Ryback now slamming the mat in frustration and stomping away at the chest of Scott Steiner. Steiner now has had a great showing here in the HWA, one of the premier contenders for the HWA Intercontinental Championship, currently held by the Nightmare Rip Nichols, and Big Papa Pump showing why they call him Big Papa Pump, pumping the 200-pound Ryback up and dropping him like a sack of potatoes on the backside. Scott Steiner showing that great athleticism, great strength, and another attempt at a camel clutch, but he releases it really quickly. It didn't seem like it had sunk in correctly there. And Scott Steiner stomping away, and a leaping knee drop by Big Papa Pump, seeing if that'll put the big man out. I don't think so, but it may. And nope. Ryback able to lift that left shoulder up. And Steiner now Still feeling the effects of all of Ryback's earlier offense. Steiner is busted open, so I'm sure he's got a little blood dripping into his eyes, and he's buying a little time here with that neck wrench, working on the neck and upper back area of Ryback. But Ryback, no slouch, getting right up and showing his own strength by scooping Big Papa Pump up, and a big running power slam. A nice running power slam there by Ryback. Shaking the ring, shaking the ref, and Ryback now going for another swinging DDT, sending Big Papa Pump crashing down to the apron. Will this be it? 2, 3, and Ryback takes the win. Ryback takes the win from Scott Steiner with that swinging DDT. And right before that DDT, that running power slam definitely rocking Scott Steiner. And here's one of the 3 big Samoan drops of the day. Ryback really a great showing here, showing his power, showing his strength, showing why he's worthy of a place in the HWA roster. And there's that second Samoan drop, but this DDT here busting Scott Steiner open. And a third Samoan driver here. Ryback really took it to Scott Steiner in this match. An impressive showing by the big man. Definitely snapping that couple of match losing streak he was on. I think he lost 2 matches in a row. One was a tag team match and one was a singles match. So this definitely restoring the confidence of the big man, and we're hoping to see great things here in the HWA from Ryback. And welcome to all of you, Hobo Nation, to the Hobo Wrestling Alliance, the HWA House Show Season 1, Episode 12. Great match here. Great showing by both men, Ryback and Scott Steiner. Great match, guys. Hats off to you. We're going to keep it moving to the next match on our card. Our main event of this 4-match house show is a tag team grudge match between 4 rivals here. So on the left, we have the Demon, Finn Balor, teaming up against the high-flying sensation from Japan, Jushin Thunder Liger, facing off against the aerial assassin, Will Ospreay, and a great Kenny Omega. And I am wicked hyped for this. Yeah, I'm wicked hyped for it, okay? I said wicked hyped. Get over it. It's only because I was reading something and then I started looking at Kenny Omega and I was about to say some other wrestler's name because he kind of looks like Triple H a little bit. And I was going to say Hunter Hearst Helmsley, but I decided to stop talking and just make shit up and repeat that word, and then Wicked Awesome came out of my mouth. If Wicked Awesome was what came out of my mouth. I got short-term memory. No short-term memory, apparently. But anyway, we're going to get back to it. The main event tag team action here in the HWA. Jushin Thunder Liger, Finn Balor taking on Will Ospreay, Kenny Omega. Let's keep it moving. Alright, match is going to start off with the 2 rivals, Ospreay and Balor. And Balor already with a face buster on Ospreay, showing no respect for each other. You guys remember a few weeks ago in one of our house shows, Will Ospreay attacked Finn Balor after defeating him after one of a great singles match, a great high-flying singles match between the two. Ospreay decided to take it a step further, attacking Finn Balor. Balor didn't take kindly to that. A nice over-the-top ropes swanton bomb there by Finn Balor, taking it to the aerial assassin, Will Ospreay. Ospreay now in that fireman's carry, but elbowing his way, and a spinning enziguri kick. Great enziguri kick by the aerial assassin, Will Ospreay, dropping that knee to swallow the back of the demon, Finn Balor. Will Ospreay later attacked Finn Balor before a match backstage, and then later that evening was able to defeat Finn Balor in a 6-man tag team match between Rated RKO, Will Ospreay, Finn Balor, and The Shield. That was a hell of a 6-man tag team match too. And right now, the aerial assassin keeping it grounded for the time being, chomping away at the bits. Chomping away at the bits of the demon Finn Balor, and Balor now tagging in the fresher Jushin Thunder Liger, not letting his ego get in the way, which is great. And Ospreay now just grabbing the mask of Jushin Liger and dragging him with that snapmare takedown and a thundering kick to the back of Liger. That sends shivers through the entire arena. What a kick. And now a corkscrew moonsault. What a corkscrew moonsault by the aerial assassin Will Ospreay, really taking it to Jushin Thunder Liger here. Liger now getting dragged to the corner. You'll remember Kenny Omega debuting, yes, 2 house shows ago, or a house show or so ago, and in his first match defeating Jushin Thunder Liger. Now Omega trying to repeat history here, but Balor interrupting the count. And Ospreay catching Balor in that short leg DDT there, crunching the ankle and the knee of the Demon Finn Balor. And Will Ospreay now standing Jushin Liger up, but that fireman's carry pausing the action, pausing the momentum of Will Ospreay, and Jushin Liger grabs a Kenny Omega and a DDT for Kenny Omega. I'm not sure who the legal man is here. I think it's Kenny Omega. Right now, one-on-one Kenny Omega, Jushin Thunder Liger with that snap power slam. Jushin Thunder Liger is deceptively strong. Don't let his small stature fool you. The guy benches 260. And a jawbreaker there by Kenny Omega, stopping the momentum of Jushin Thunder Liger. And good kicks there by Kenny Omega. Now going to the top rope here on a prostrate Jushin Thunder Liger. What's Omega going to do here? Calling for it. He's waiting for Liger to stagger to his feet. Now Omega going for a big crossbody press on Jushin Thunder Liger, taking the high flyer down. A jumping knee lift, knocking Liger in the side of the head. Liger might be out. Working on the right arm of Jushin Thunder Liger is Kenny Omega. Kenny Omega and Will Ospreay. Great teamwork here so far. Great singles competitors also. They have similar styles, but they also have similar choices of rivals. And Kenny Omega here, great sit-down powerbomb. 2. And that's it. That's all she wrote. Kenny Omega pinning Jushin Thunder Liger after a sit-down power bomb. I'm not even sure what that move is either, because I have never seen it before. And here's a big knee drop, and Will Ospreay and Kenny Omega making a great team, a great showing here, and Liger mounting some offense there. And I'm just really shocked right now that Kenny Omega was able to put the veteran Jushin Thunder Liger away like that. And this is only going to propel their rivalry forward. But, you know, one can also argue that leaping knee right there, Liger was never the same, and he just dropped Liger on the back of his head and wrapped his legs up, and Finn Balor just could not get there in time to save the 3 count, to break up the 3 count and save his partner. Will Ospreay and Kenny Omega taking this main event tag team match, taking a victory away from Jushin Thunder Liger and the Demon Finn Balor. There you have it, your winners, Kenny Omega and the aerial assassin Will Ospreay. I'm sure we haven't seen the end of this tag team here. If they can perform this well as a team, what could be in store for the HWA tag team division if these guys decide to stay together? This could just be a one-shot deal, or it could be we just are seeing the beginning of a great tag team. And I want to say thank you to everyone here in Hobo Nation. The HWA is growing by leaps and bounds, and it's all because of you, YouTube, and all because of you, Twitch. Big love to you folks for supporting the HWA House Shows Season 1, Episode 12. Remember, the HWA is recruiting. If you would like your character registered, show up in the HWA, leave your gamer tag in the comment section below, and you will be downloaded into the Hobo Wrestling Alliance Matrix. Oh yeah. And we look forward to our house show tomorrow, Season 1, Episode 13, going to be coming to you tomorrow about 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, all leading up, all building the drama, forming the rivalries, all leading up to this Saturday night's main event. And this Saturday night we'll have 7 matches for you, Hobo Nation, 6 to 7 matches, a promo from the #1 contender to the HWA Twitch World TV Championship, Jeff Morrill. will be there. The Intercontinental title will be on the line, and we will have one hell of a main event. Make sure you set your reminders. Hobo Nation, join us live Saturday night on Twitch at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Twitch.tv/Sunburn City Live. Check the link in the description. We look forward to tomorrow's house show, everyone. Keep it moving.